Hi everyone. Today we're going to be doing lesson 710, solving multi-step fraction number stories. You may also want to be opened in your math journal, if you have it, to page 255 to 257, because there's going to be a table in there that looks like this, and we're going to be using this table, this text feature, to answer pretty much every question today. So it might be handy to have it out in front of you. So let's go ahead and click on your math message. I'm going to read it out loud to you. And then if you want, when we get started, you can always pause this video as many times as you need to so you can figure things out before I reveal an answer. All right, follow along with me, please. The table below shows approximately how long it takes in hours to burn 100 calories while doing a variety of activities. Here's 3 questions that we're going to have to answer about the information in the table. First question, what is the fastest way to burn 100 calories? How long would it take in minutes to burn 100 calories doing this activity? And the third question is in seconds, which means how long would it take in seconds? So let's take a look at the table and make sure we understand it, because as with any text feature, you're not going to be able to interpret it and answer questions about it if you don't understand what you're looking at. So in the first column, I have activities. So there's a variety of activities here. And in the second column, I have time in hours that it would take to burn 100 calories. And I've got all different fractions and a couple mixed numbers in there. So let's make sure we can interpret this. So I'm just going to pull out just one of these activities. I'm going to say, all right, chewing gum. If you're going to be chewing gum, how long is it going to take for you to burn 100 calories? Well, let's think about it first, boys and girls. If you're just sitting and chewing gum, are you using a lot of energy? Is your heart rate going? Are you starting to sweat? Probably not, because you're just chewing gum, which means to burn 100 calories, it's going to take you a while because you're not really using that much energy. So the fraction that goes along with it is 11 twelfths. And 11 twelfths means almost one whole, because 11 is only one away from 12, and the whole would be 12 twelfths. So this means it takes almost an entire hour to sit and chew gum and burn 100 calories. So that's one way that you would interpret this. The larger the fraction is, the longer it's going to take for that activity. So you're going to see activities with larger fractions where you're not really using much energy. The activities that you look through on here that use up a lot of energy, and you can imagine your heart rate going up and maybe running out of breath, those are the things that would have the smaller fractions. So let's take a look at the first question. What is the fastest way to burn 100 calories? So if I want a fast way, I want a small fraction, which means it's not taking up a lot of time. So go ahead and pause it so you don't see the answer before you're ready to. And I'm just going to bring up this other screen, or you can look at it on your own. These are all the fractions and activities. So find one that you think is the fastest way to burn 100 calories, which means you're looking for the smallest fraction. Sorry, I'm trying to find yours. Okay. All right, so if you gave yourself time to do that, and if you paused it, you would have seen that running the stairs was the fastest way to burn 100 calories, and the fraction that went along with that was 1/10. 1/10 of an hour. So here's the next question that goes along with that. How long would it take in minutes to burn 100 calories? So I have to think about that. How many minutes is 1/10 of an hour? Well, that means I'm going to take, how many minutes is in a whole hour? And I know minutes in a whole hour is 60 minutes. So I want to divide my hour into 10 equal parts, and I just want 1/10 of it. So if I divide my hour, my 60 minutes, into 10 equal parts, I end up with 6. That would be 6 minutes. So how long would it take in seconds now? Well, now I want to think, how many seconds are in a minute? And hopefully you remember that there are 60 seconds in a minute. So that means I want 6 of those minutes. So I want 6 times that. I want 6 times 60 seconds, which equals 360 seconds it would take. That's just a little preview of some of the ways that we're going to be using this table. So let's go ahead and let's try some more questions. I'm going to go back, and you guys can go back, boys and girls, but I'm going to move ahead on my teacher slides. All right, so now my question for you is, what is the slowest way to burn 100 calories? So we found the quickest way. Which one is the slowest way? So now you're going to be looking for the largest fraction up there, which means it takes the longest amount of time. Go ahead and find that. Okay, hopefully you paused the screen, paused the video so you had time to look for it. And you should have seen that the one that would take you the longest would be just sitting. Imagine if you're just sitting, boys and girls, are you really using up a lot of energy? No. So that's why this fraction, 1 2/3, is the largest one on there. That means it takes a whole hour, 1 whole hour, and 2/3 of another hour. So how long would that take in minutes? So exactly how many minutes is 1 whole hour and 2/3 of another hour? Pause this. Go ahead and pause the video and try to figure that out. Well, if 1 whole hour is 60 minutes, that's 1 whole hour. And 2/3 of an hour, well, if I cut my 60 minutes up into thirds, 2 of those parts would be 40 minutes. And to find out the total number of minutes for sitting, 1 2/3, that would be 60 minutes plus 40 minutes equals 100 minutes. That's how long it would take. So how long would it take in seconds? Well, I would just take my 100 times 60 seconds, which equals 6,000. 6,000 seconds. That's how long it would take. All right, let's try another one on here. What is the faster way to burn 100 calories? Playing catch with a football or singing? Let's see. I keep clicking on that. Playing catch with a football is 7/12. So let me go ahead and put that in there. Playing catch with a football, and I just want to get this fraction for myself so I know that is 7/12 of an hour. Or singing. I already have a little bit of an idea. Just making a little mental prediction. Let's take a look at singing, which is 5/6. Singing would be 5/6. So I'm just thinking about them first, and I'm thinking, which way would my heart be racing? I'm sweating, I'm using up a lot of energy. Is it because I'm singing or playing catch with a football? And I'm thinking it's probably because I'm playing catch with a football. And I'm also noticing this fraction is larger, which means it's taking more time. This fraction is smaller. 7/12 is less than 5/6. So that makes me think that the faster way is playing catch with the football. And another way that I can represent this is using a number model. I can say that 7/12 is less than 5/6. And I'm going to say, which means it will take less time to burn 100 calories. All right, let's move on. Forgive me, my screen is taking a little longer. All right, so let's take a look at some of these questions. If I burned 200 calories this time, 200 calories running the stairs, and remember our original table, let's stop clicking on that one. Our original table was for 100 calories, but now I want 200 calories, which means I want double the amount for this question. How many hours or what fraction of an hour did I run? And that was running the stairs. So let's go and see how much is it for running the stairs. Running the stairs was, why am I not seeing running the stairs? I believe running the stairs was 1/10. I don't see it on here, but I think it was 1/10. So if I have, let me just put my 1/10 up here. 1/10 for running the stairs. But I burned 200 calories, which means I did 2 times that amount. That was 2 times 1/10. So how much would 2 times 1/10 be? Did you say 2/10 of an hour? I can even add 1/10 plus 1/10 and still get 2/10 of an hour. How about this one? If I burned 400 calories, so now they're taking me past that 100 calories because now here comes my skill of multiplying a whole number times a fraction. If I burned 400 calories raking leaves, how many hours or what fraction of an hour did I rake? So let's go back. Let's find raking leaves. Hopefully that one's on here. Okay. Raking leaves, I see 2/5. But I want 4 times that amount because I want 400 calories instead of 100 calories. So for this one, I want 4 times, and we think we said raking leaves, was that 2/5? 2/5. 4 times, let's get back in my text box, 2/5. So how much is 4 times 2/5? Well, for that one, you should have gotten 8/5. And 8/5 is fine, 8/5 of an hour, if that's what you got. But it would be a good idea to change that into a mixed number. And if you changed it, you should have gotten 1 whole and 3/5 of an hour. But either one of these answers is perfectly fine. So let's see what you guys are going to be doing. I'm going to go back into your screen, and you're going to be here where it says burning 100 calories. You're going to have questions that look like this. And we can do the first one together. Let's see. And if Jenna burned about 300 calories playing kickball. So here I don't have my 100 calories anymore. I have 3 times that amount for playing kickball. How many hours did she play? Well, let's go find kickball. Playing kickball is 1/5. So I know I want 3 times that amount because it's 300 calories, not 100. 3 times 1/5. What does that equal? You say 3/5. So that would be 3/5 of an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. 3/5 of an hour. So now it's asking you to convert that to minutes. So now here's where we have to think about our clock again. Did Jenna play for more or less than 25 minutes? More or less than 25 minutes. So we need to figure out, well, how much is 3/5 of an hour? So I want to take, and I'm just going to guide you to do this. I want to take my whole hour of minutes. I'm going to take my my 60 minutes, which is my whole hour. If I take my 60 minutes and I want to divide that into 5 parts, divide that into fifths, I end up with 12 minutes. That's 12 minutes in each part, each of my fifths. But I have 3 fifths, so I want 3 of these. So I want 3 times 12. 3 times 12 equals 36 minutes. So 3/5 of an hour is 36 minutes. So is that more or less than 25 minutes? And the answer for that one is that is more, because that's 36 minutes. And that's how we did that problem. What you're going to do is go through all 6 of your screens. And then when you finish doing that, there's other things that you can work on. You can do your math boxes for today. Here's one of your boxes. Here is another box. You'll need your protractor for that one. Here's another box. One with perimeter. And one more with fractions and decimals. So those are your boxes for today. And then there is the home link. Here's your home link. And for your home link, you do have another table, another text feature. So here's question number 1, question number 2, and again, feel free to pause the program so you can answer the questions. And here's some practice problems. And that's the home link for today. Remember, boys and girls, when you finish everything, you can always go back to today's lesson. Will not take me back to today's lesson. And you can always do games. You can do sketchpad activities. Oops, not the direction I wanted to go. You can play games online. You can watch tutorial videos, or you can do sketchpad activities. So there's some other things that you can do when you finish up. Well, that's it for now, boys and girls. And I hope you understood how we did today's lesson. Remember, watch the video as many times as needed.